Concentration and memory. Have a routine study environment. Study as earlier in the days as possible. Deal with distractors and interferences. Set time goals and take breaks. Make memorizing easier. Take short bites of time. Break it up. Break studied items into groups of 7 or any others add. Make association. Create visual ads. Do it out loud. Sleep on it. Flashcard and mapping. These all are to boost up our memories. These all things. And motivation is one of the important things. Set study goals. Learn actively. Plan out your study time. Work with study groups or with one other person. Study groups benefits. See the material from different perspectives. Stay motivated because the groups needs you. Commit more time to studying. Group discussion helps you learn the material, share class notes and other material. Pick up new study tips and habits. Thank you.
So Akash, ask your audience if they have any queries, they can ask.
If you have any query, then please ask me.
Retention meaning.
I have a query. I want to ask what is scheme and scan? You have said
that means you always to return when you are reading a book or anything, you have got some important things, then you will write on your notebook. That means skim and scan. Okay, Anuj?
Okay.
Any more?
Hello.
Yes, Ajay, tell me.
Hello. I want to know the retention meaning.
Your voice is not clear. Hello.
I want to know the meaning of
Hello.
retention.
Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Hello. Hello.
Yes,
Ajay,
please.
repeat your question. I can repeat your question. I can't hear your question.
Retention meaning in second or third slide there was the word retention. I want to know that what is meaning.
Detention meaning, that means especially by keeping him to matlab to avoid any distraction. मतलब कि किसी को भी जो गलत जगह में जा रहा है उससे बचाने के लिए उसको डिस्टेंशन हम लोग बोलते हैं. हेलो.
Okay.
ओके. If for any queries, then please ask me. Anybody.
Hello, ma'am. Are you there?
Yes, I'm there. Say, Anuj.
Yes, ma'am. His presentation is over. So can I present my presentation?
No, ask some more questions. And I have to say something Akash, because there are certain things he should improve. So I have to say. So at first, finish your queries. After that, I will start. So there are no more queries. Okay. Then, Akash.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So your presentation is nice, but one thing I have to say is,
Yes, ma'am.
yes, presentation doesn't speak by itself. You have to explain, right? What you are doing is, you have prepared the slides and you just read the slides and go to the next slides and that, right? Move on and move on. No, at yes, as an audience, I feel that whatever you are presenting, you know, you have not explained to the audience. You have to explain. You just read, right? These are the points. Yes, your points are good, but you should explain, because presentation will not speak by itself. You are the presenter and you have to present the topic, right? So as a presenter, you should explain nicely, right? Your points are good, teaching strategies and all. I have listened to you and these are good points. But actually, what is lacking here in your presentation is you have to explain. As a presenter, you should explain. Yes, points will be there in your slides, but you should explain those points nicely. And another thing is, you should gather more information about the topic. Your audience have asked you some questions. You give them answers, but those are not sufficient answer. So I think that you are not very well prepared. You have not gathered all the information regarding the topic. So you should research more about your topic and you should explain nicely. So this is the two things you should remember while preparing for your next presentation. Otherwise, your presentation is nice. Okay, Akash?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. So now, who is next? Who is willing to give presentation?
Me, ma'am. Anuj Kumar.
Okay, Anuj, start.
1 minute, ma'am. Let me share. So, good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Anuj Kumar, and today we are going to learn about the cryptocurrency, also known as the currency of the next generation. So, before learning about the cryptocurrency in detail, we will see the list of the topics we are going to learn today. So, we are going to learn about first what is cryptocurrency, and then we will learn about the advantages of cryptocurrency over materialized money that we use in our day-to-day life, and then we will learn about the disadvantage and rumors about the cryptocurrency, and then we will learn about the what we should invest in cryptocurrency or not. So the question is, what is cryptocurrency? So cryptocurrency is a digital or virtual money which is in the form of coin or token. All the cryptocurrencies are secured by cryptography, which means they defendable by hacking, unlike other non-crypto digital currency. So here cryptocurrency is a digital or virtual money which is not materialized like in paper or coin, but it is a digital money which is secured by a cryptography, which is a very secure type of security. That is why it is called, it is the very secure money, and it is in the form of coin or token. Some of the known most known cryptocurrencies are Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum. Now we will see some of the advantages of cryptocurrency. First of the advantage of cryptocurrency is it is a decentralized currency. What does this mean? It means cryptocurrency is a decentralized currency. It means it does not comes under any one central authority or government. Like rupees, our materialized money, it comes under our Indian government. It is a centralized money, but cryptocurrency is a non-centralized money, so it does not comes under any one authority. Anyone's in this globe can use it, and no nation have a full control in it, and all the rules have been made or actions have been taken on this cryptocurrency is by the user of that currency. So it is basically a democracy in the currency. Every action which has been taken on the system is democracy based. If a transaction is said to be happen on the cryptocurrency to the database, or also a notable point is this: any cryptocurrency is not it is a decentralized currency, so it values depend upon the faith of the users. Since it is not supported by any government, so the value of the currency is only depend upon the faith of its user. If the faith of the user is high, then its value increases. Like in months before, the value of the cryptocurrency goes in lakhs, because its user base has very strong faith in that currency. So it is a very good to have a decentralized currency. Advantage of having a cryptocurrency is it is supported by blockchain. The integrity and privacy of the data is secured by blockchain technology. And blockchain technology is a technology which provides central ledger to store data. Now, what is this means is, if a data which is put in a central ledger, which is a long database, then no one can ever erase that data or change that data. Means if a data is ever stored on a blockchain, no one can ever change that data. So it gives full security to the data it stored in it. Also, it provides transparent way of transaction of money, in which one can see which node have sent how much money to whom. So it is like transparent transaction of money. Anyone can see the data, but no one can change it. So it is blockchain. All the cryptocurrencies are protected by this blockchain technology, which is not in the case of our materialized money. Now the third point is it is fast and peer-to-peer connection. Now in our materialized money, if I want to send some money to the person in US, first I have to contact my bank, and then my bank contact to the bank, his bank in America, and then my transaction will confirm. It will a very long and time-taking process. But by cryptocurrency, it is very fast because it is peer-to-peer connection. I can send any amount of money to that person directly, and I don't have to take care about the middleman, like in this case, bank. So it is very fast and peer-to-peer security connection. Now, the fourth and most important point is it has limited supply of cryptocurrency. That means the amount of cryptocurrency which will be ever developed is fixed. So like in materialized money, central government or central authority which have the full access of that money can print as many money as they want. So this will create the problem of inflation, which we have also seen in the history. Like in World War I, in Germany, this problem happens, and Germany have to face the inflation. But in case of cryptocurrency, it is already said that the amount of money which will be ever developed is fixed. So it will also fix the problem of inflation. So these are the advantages of cryptocurrency. Now, here arises the point, then also the cryptocurrency has fallen to the very lowest. Like in previous 2 or 3 weeks, the cryptocurrency has become a meme because it has fallen to such instinct that anyone who has kept money in this has gone into very big loss. So why this happens? Why no one wants to, no one have the faith in cryptocurrency? So now we will discuss some of the disadvantages of cryptocurrency. Because of that, the cryptocurrency market has fallen in some recent time. So one of the disadvantages of cryptocurrency is no return money. That means if you have done a transaction and which is gone to the database, you cannot reverse your transaction, because like I have already said, once the data is uploaded to the blockchain, no one can either erase it or change it. So once your transaction has been done to any person, if it is by mistake, or you can never change that transaction. So it is a big problem if you don't want to send money to a person and you mistakenly send money to that person. Then after that, there is no chance that you will get money, because in this there is no money return. So it is the disadvantages of one of the disadvantages of cryptocurrency. Now, second disadvantages of cryptocurrency is that anonymous transaction. In cryptocurrency, the database transaction between two persons is anonymous. That means no one can know between whom the transaction is going on, because in cryptocurrency database, instead of person's name, code word is saved and there is no other information. So that means if you see in central ledger, you will see that two codes are sending some amount of money to each other, but you can't say who the two persons are. So it is a very anonymous type of transaction which is used for illegal operations like terrorist funding or tax thievery. So it is a very big problem for government because it is used for anonymous transaction. And the third disadvantage is versatile nature. Like it is, as we have already discussed in previous slide, that it has the value of that cryptocurrency depend upon the faith of the user. So if the faith of user decreases, its value decreases. So its value changes instantly. One day its value can be on all times high, and one day, second day, its value can be all time low. So because of this, many people don't want to invest in this, because no one will want to invest in such a scheme in which there is no baseline of lowest value. So it is also a big problem to invest in cryptocurrency. And one of the last and main problem with cryptocurrency is it is a new technology. So many of people like us or people elder than us don't know about the technology. So if I say anything and they don't know, they will say yes, it is true. So if you don't know the technology, you will not have faith on it. So it is also a big reason to not invest in cryptocurrency, because we don't know about this technology. But it might happen that in some year 10 or 5 we know about cryptocurrency, and it will be a very good thing. So my conclusion about it, after knowing the both disadvantages and advantages, I want to say, as everything in this world, it can be used for good or bad, both work. But we need to give it a try. Like everything in the world have both disadvantages and advantages. Like cryptocurrency has also some disadvantages, some advantages, but it is a new technology and we must give it a try, because it is a very big potential and it can begin revolution in our banking system. And because of blockchain technology, it gives solution to many of the problem. Like if we want to store some governmental data which cannot ever be changed, so we can put it in a ledger or blockchain. It will be there forever, so it solves many of such problems. So I think, in my opinion, we should at least give it a try. So it is from my end, it is the but if you want to know more about cryptocurrency, you can go to this link I have provided, and you will know more about cryptocurrency. So from my end, thank you to all. If anyone have any query, you can ask.
Yes. Hello.
Yes.
What is transaction?
What are you asking? I can't hear you.
What is anonymous transaction?
Anonymous means which is not transparent. Like anonymous means like छिपा हुआ, that you cannot see. Like if anyone have ever used VPN or proxy, that it is a type of shield which helps you to be hidden from the outer world. So anonymous means hidden from the outer world. No one can see who by whom the transaction has been done.
Thank you.
Anuj, I have one query.
Yes, ask.
What are the main difference between Bitcoins or blockchain technology? I know that it works in cloud computing, but what are the mainly differences between both?
There is a big difference between Bitcoin and blockchain. Blockchain is the technology which is supporting to store the data of all the cryptocurrency, and Bitcoin is one of the cryptocurrency which is using the technology of blockchain. Like there are 1,000 or 10,000 of cryptocurrencies like Ethereum, Litecoin, Bitcoin, Dogecoin, this type of all type of cryptocurrency using the blockchain technology. It is a computer science technology which is helping to store the data of cryptocurrencies.
But nowadays, many of people are said that cryptocurrency are not good or having some issue from on her transaction. That
So I have as I have said, there are some problems in cryptocurrency because it is very new technology. Everything which is started as a new thing, it is not that it is fully completed or fully successful. Everything has some problem. I am saying that everyone should give it a try, because it has a very good potential to change the type of the change the banking technology or any type of storing data. So it has some problems, but we should give it a try, and let's see what happens.
Anuja, I have last one question.
Yes.
In your opinion, which is the best one, stock market or cryptocurrency?
It is not the topic, but I can give it
Both are
answer.
same,
Like
both are similar, but
both are very, very similar. The thing is, in India, RBI is saying to ban the cryptocurrency, but like it 4 or 5 months back, many persons which has already known about the cryptocurrency have started a campaign not to ban cryptocurrency, and I have also signed for that. So it is not that there is mainly a difference. The difference is a stock market deals with the stocks of the companies. Like in a stock market, you can buy the stock of companies or that kind of a stock. But in cryptocurrency, there is a small difference that you can buy tokens. It is like cryptocurrency is also referred as
what here is token? For what token?
tokens are like Bitcoin. So one token means one coin. You have seen like Paytm points or Flipkart coins. So all these are tokens. So
Okay.
there is no such difference between cryptocurrency and a stock. In a stock, you buy stocks of the companies. In cryptocurrency, you buy tokens or coins. The thing is, stocks are very older concept, so people knew about it, and cryptocurrency is new concept, so people don't know about it.
Okay. Thank you, Anuj.
Anyone other have any queries regarding to this?
Anuj,
Yes. Hello.
you have said that cryptocurrency you can try it once, but it is illegal in India. Then you are trying to
No,
tell that you should try it
it
once.
is not illegal in India. RBI said that.
But I have searched recently that it is.
Let me clear it. Like it is not illegal means you cannot pay to buy buy any object. Like you cannot give anyone cryptocurrency if you want to buy a car. Like this is same thing as a stock. A stock is legal, but you cannot give anyone a stocks if you want to buy a car. Same thing happens with cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is not illegal, but you cannot give anyone money if you want to buy a car or any object. So it is not banned, but you cannot use as a full currency. Like I want to buy a car, I can give him money in rupees, but if I want to buy a car, I cannot give him money in cryptocurrency. So in this case it is banned. Same things happens with stocks. You cannot pay in stocks if you want to buy an object. So is it clear?
Yeah.
Anyone?
Yeah, Anuj,
Yes.
your presentation is awesome, but I have a question to you that why RBI has not give approval to cryptocurrency?
I have not learned more about it, but as much as I know, not given because, as I say, it is a decentralized money, and RBI is a central authority. So they are, if it is approved by RBI, then anyone can use cryptocurrency or Bitcoin. But as I have said, it is a decentralized money. No one have control in it. So as I have earlier said, it can be used as illegal things too. So government is thinking about from that perspective. But as so
1 minute, Anuj. Leave the illegal things. I have to say to you that RBI has not approval to this Bitcoin cryptocurrency. Okay, you said it is decentralized money. Okay, but
yes.
but dollar, euro, and these are also decentralized money. But RBI
No. Dollar is a centralized money. It is not decentralized money.
No, I want to say to you that RBI have give a medium to do transaction with other countries in a dollar, euro, and many other coins, many other currencies. So why RBI has not give approval to this due to you say due to illegality?
Because as I have already said, it is anonymous. If I want to send I can send crores of INR from one place to another in milliseconds.
In simple language, Anuj, answer, it has some hidden security that company not allowed to permit everyone to see that. Our government, that's why in our India that is banned, cryptocurrency, in simple language.
It is Nandan is saying it is banned. It is not banned. So
Banned is not, but in our country, it is not permitted. It is not legal.
Yeah, Yeah,
Some
yeah.
proxy are here not to share
like
to everyone.
let me
I
finish.
saw in 1 minute. I saw in many Instagram live videos. There are many live videos say that who are foreigners who are live with Indians or on another country. They are doing a large number of Bitcoin users to give Bitcoin and take these anything etc. Then it is a type of illegal. You can say.
As I have said, it is not banned in India. You can buy, even I can buy cryptocurrency right now. I am saying that in the sense you cannot pay by cryptocurrency to buy an object in India. In this case, it is banned. It is not like it is banned. You cannot buy or sell cryptocurrency. There is no such thing. You can buy and
Anuj,
sell cryptocurrency at any time.
Okay.
you have buy cryptocurrency, but through your VPN directly.
So Anuj,
Yes, ma'am.
yes, you have presented your topic very well. I like your presentation, but what are the things you can improve is, okay, your audience have asked you so many questions and you answers them very well. Okay, fine. But you can do one thing, that you can get them involved in the middle of your presentation. Like, suppose you are explaining the advantages of cryptocurrency. After explaining 1 or 2 points, you can ask them some questions. You have to understand whether they are understanding or not, or what are the views regarding the topic, what are their views regarding the topic. So you have to just get them involved in the middle of your presentation or after the presentation. After the presentation, your audience have asked you so many questions and you answer, it's fine, but you can get them involved in the middle of your presentation so that it would be, more interesting. And one more thing is, you should follow, voice modulation, that is stress. You should give stress, and intonation also you should follow. You are speaking in the same tone, but you should follow just voice modulation, so that your presentation, your presentation will be, if you follow voice modulation, your presentation will be more interesting, full of energy, full of enthusiasm. So try to make your presentation more attractive, and try to get your audience involved, try to get them involved. And one more thing is, yes, you can add some more charts and visual aids. Okay, so these are the things you can do to improve your presentation. Otherwise, your presentation is very well. I like your presentation.
Thank you, ma'am. But I have a question. How can, what type of question I should ask to the audience? Like, I have presented.
Yes, to ask, you can ask them some questions, some open-ended questions, so that they can share their opinion.
Okay, I will try in next presentation.
It is because they might get bored, they might they may feel just not interesting, and they might feel monotonous. And also you have to make them feel energetic, and you have to, so that's why you have to get them involved. And how you can do that is asking them some questions. You have to understand the audience, whether they are understanding the topic, what you are saying, whether they are interested or not. So it's, your presentation is not only about you, it's all about your audience, how they are accepting your presentation, right? And I have seen that so many audience have asked you so many questions and you answer them very well. It's very good. It's a sign of success, right? If your audience take interest in your topic, that means your presentation is successful, right? And so try to get involved the audience as much as possible, and try to understand the like and dislike of your audience, whether they are accepting your opinions or not. what are their opinions, right? So try to get them involved, then your presentation will be successful. Otherwise,
Okay,
fine.
ma'am.
And try to, yes, and your voice should be energetic, more energetic. You follow, you are, speaking in a same tone. No, you should follow voice modulation. Try to make your voice more interesting. You should give stress and intonation wherever necessary, and also, try to make it more attractive and interesting also, so that or your audience might take interest in your presentation. Otherwise, your presentation is very good. Okay, then we
Thanks,
can.
ma'am.
Okay, now who is next?
Hello, ma'am.
I want to.
Himanshu,
No, ma'am. Mayank.
your name?
Yes, ma'am.
Mayank Sinha.
Himanshu Tiwari.
Okay, ma'am. So you want to present your topic. Let's start.
मैम हूँ मयंक और
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Who-
So Mike, you
Can
want to
start me?
give your presentation, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Then let's start.
Okay. Ma'am, can I start my video?
Yes, you
Hello,
can.
ma'am.
Yes, you can.
Good afternoon, ma'am, and good afternoon to everyone. Today I'm going to give you a presentation. You will see now about on which topic I'm going to give. So let's start. Just a second. I have to share my screen. Ma'am, please allow me to share my screen.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes, Mike.
Can you see it, ma'am?
Yes. Your presentation
Okay.
is visible. You can continue.
Okay. So today's topic is depression. I'm going to tell you about depression. So many of us are going through this depressed phase in our life. So I have decided to talk about this. So let's start. So you can see in this picture too, there are wounds that never show on the body that are deeper and more harmful than anything that bleeds. So from this line, you can feel the lines that there is no any physical harm on our body, but the wounds is inside us that we can feel from inside. So at first we should know about something about depression. What is depression? So depression is a common and serious medical illness that negatively affects how you feel, the way you think, and how you act. It actually it causes feelings of sadness and or a loss of interest in activities once enjoyed. It can lead to a variety of emotional and physical problems and can decrease a person's ability to work and at home. So by reading this line, you can know what depression is. It's a you can also feel it in your life that sometimes you are sad, or sometimes you are feeling that you are losing your interest in the work which you are before you are enjoying too much. So this kind of things we are going through in our life. So this is a kind of depression, I can say. So what depression is actually? We need to understand what depression is. Now, what is a low? A low in our daily life. Also, in sometimes when you are watching movie, there is a line. Always
most of uh, them are saying that I'm feeling low now, I'm down. So what does it mean? So let's see what it happens when what it happens within you. Fundamentally, you expected something to be happen, and it did not happen. You expected somebody or something to be your way, or the world or the destiny to be your way, and it did not happen. In other words, you are simply against what is happening. That's all. Maybe you are against a person, maybe you are against the whole situation, maybe you are against life itself. Accordingly, the depression will run uh, deeper and deeper. So from here you can understand that why depression increases on us, matlab, why it is generated on us actually. It is due to our own expectation. It is due to our own expectation. uh, we are expected too much from this world. We are imagining things from before only, that this is going to be happen in this way, or this will do like this or whatever. So when this is not happens, we are coming to a depressed phase. Uh, so it is our own expectation which leads us to depression, I can say. So what are the causes of depression? Actually, this is not from any social site or from internet I have taken. These all points are mine. I've just this is my point. So you can ask anything. If you have any doubt, you can ask anything here only. So according to me, overthinking is the cause. As now we are students, so some study related problems also led us to depression. About our career thinking, whenever we are thinking too much about our career, this also leads emptiness when there is no one with us, or we are just sitting like simply doing nothing. So that time also, family is issue. Many of us have family issues in our home. We are going through a very rough phases too. Uh, in someone's house, like their parents are fighting, or problems with their cousins, or any relatives. This also led to a depression. Okay, and fear of being unloved. So this is also a cause. Uh, or okay, and love failure, and not having a friend to talk. Last one is the most important thing. If you don't have a friend in your life, then it's totally it is not good for you. You will definitely go in a depressed phase, because you need someone. You need a good friend who can talk to you. So any doubt up to here, you can ask. If no, then I can
Audience,
go.
participate in the presentation. All of you participate in the presentation, because you all are audience. I am also.
Yes, ma'am, you can too ask if you have any doubt.
Okay. And Mayank, if you find that audience are not participating, you have to
Yes,
make
ma'am.
suppose audience are not willing to participate, but you have
Okay.
to make them participate. So how can you will be able to make them participate is, you can ask them. Suppose you asking that do you have any queries, but you get no response, then you can ask them, what do you think? Is there any other point which causes depression? You can ask. But you can also ask, how can family issues lead to depression? What do you think? So these are open-ended questions.
Okay.
Question, your audience will express their opinions, and in this way you will get to know your audience, what your audience are thinking. So you will get to know your audience, their likes and dislikes. So in this way you have to make them participate in your presentation. If your audience is not willing to participate, you have to make them participate. So you can ask some
Okay, ma'am.
questions and all. Okay, you can continue.
At last, I will conclude all. We heard. We all got hurt, na? So let's continue. So, what are the signs and symptoms of depression? So, how can we? How do you know that you are in depression or not? There are a lots of signs that can show you that you are in a depression. So let's see. Symptoms include depressed mood most of the day and nearly every day. So if your mood is not okay, whole day you are feeling not good, so it's a sign. Uh, Markedly diminished interest or pleasure in activities of most of the day, nearly every day. So changes in appropriate that result in weight losses or gains unrelated of dieting, changes in sleeping patterns, losses of energy or increased fatigue, restlessness or irritability, feelings of anxiety, feelings of worthlessness, helplessness, or hopelessness, inappropriate guilt, difficulty thinking, concentrating, or making decisions, thoughts of death or attempts at suicide. So these are all points. Actually, these points I have taken from social sites. So we all know about these points, but also let's discuss about it. So uh, we have heard most of the time that a person is going through anxiety. What is anxiety? Actually, he is thinking more and more about one particular thing, which leads him to a depressed phase. Uh, Always thoughts of deaths or suicide attempts. Sometimes I think most of you also, in your mind also, sometimes it has came that let let quit. Matlab, sometimes it happens. It doesn't happen every time. I don't think that I'm saying that you all are losers. I know you all not are losers, but sometimes it happens. Uh, we can also see that sometimes our sleeping routines, sleeping patterns changes. As before, we are sleeping at 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock, but now uh, 3 or 4, and there is um, you are not sleeping. You are just using your phone or doing nothing. You can't sleep at night. You can feel it. Uh, Also, you can see that your weight has gained or lost. Sometimes it may because of uh, not eating proper, not eating and taking a proper diet. Your weight may lose. It can also gain. Whew. And like feeling of worthlessness, you will feel like that I have no use. I'm waste on this earth. I don't have my what value anywhere. Helplessness that no one is there to help me. What can I do? And hopelessness that there is no any hope left to you. You don't have any. What can I say? You will always go in this phase. You will always go to a negative opinion. Your positive attitude will will be fully destroyed. So these all are the symptoms of depression, which can.
If we are going through this for a
And
short term, will it be depression?
is if
For
we are going
example, when
through
we are angry or we are having mood offs, then also we are feeling like we are just useless and all.
ah,
Nothing.
so, yes, I can understand. Actually, sometimes it happens. Sometimes it happens when like when our parents scolded us. That time also we are feeling so low. We are feeling hopeless or worthless. That I am nothing here, uh, or I can't do anything. My parents also don't have trust on me. So it's a small thing. Uh, you cannot always say that it is a depression. If you are going through a rough phase over a long period of time, not in short term, short period. If it is in short period, then I don't think so that it is a depression. It's a little depression actually, but not it is a full depressed person, I can say. So is it clear?
Actually, I was got disconnected. Sorry.
Oh, okay. So I'm just telling, like you or me, all are got scolded from our parents. So that time we are feeling like we are worthless. We are nothing here. Our parents also don't have trust on us. So that time we are what? We are angry, or we are angry, and also we think that we can't do anything. So depression, that is not depression, because after some times you will again be happy. I think if you are talking about a short period, it after when your problems will go, you will again be happy. But if you are suffering depression from a long phase, if you are going through this phase over a long period of time, then you can say, if you're continuously watching your schedule, that I'm totally going on a wrong way, like you are sleeping very late at night, like 3 or 4 o'clock, or your what eating schedule is totally changed, like uh, afternoon meal you are eating at evening, and morning meal you are eating at afternoon. So these all things you can, if you are seeing that these all things are going through over a long period of time, and also you are continuously overthinking about it, then you can say that this is a depression, but not in a short period of time. Because short if you are what if you are angry, or if your mood is not okay for short period of time, then this not be a depression according to me. So is it clear
Okay.
now?
Yes.
Any more questions? Okay, if not, then I shall move on. So we all are sad sometimes. Huh. So this is our last, I think. How could we overcome our depression? And these lines are mine. Actually, uh, this line which I have written, this is according to me. So if you have any other point, then you can also add it. But this is according to me. So let me read. There is only one way, according to me, to overcome depression, and that is to talk to someone. It doesn't matter whether the person is your father, mother, brother, friend, or whatever. Only the thing matters is a person who quietly listens all your problems and try to give some positive vibes. Most of us are going through depressed phase in our life, and and that stage we try to cut off from rest of the people. This leads to make us more depressed. So by reading this lines, you can clear about this what I I try to say. Actually, when we are going through a depressed phase, you also have realized that we don't like to talk to people at that time. We are trying to cut off from all the peoples and our friends or relatives. We are just trying to sit in our room and just overthink and overthink. So this leads to increase our depression. So according to me, this must not be done. This is a very bad thing. You must talk to someone. You must talk. It doesn't matter whether it is your friend or actually most of us are not talking to our family members or relatives, or I think cousins too. Mostly we are trying to talk to our friends. So at least we should try in our life that uh, at least we have we have a friend, like a friend who have a positive attitude, so who can give you a positive vibe in every situation, every rough situation. at at the time of your break point, he can come and what he can come and make you stand. So we must have a friend like that in our life. Okay. And so here is a line: life is a combination of happiness and pain. Pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. So it's totally true. You can feel pain. Actually, pain, we are inviting pain to us. Our thinking, our own expectation, that is that causes us pain. But suffering is optional. In a life journey, we have to suffer. We have to suffer all the time. We have to suffer for all the things. By suffering only, we can be more and more what? By suffering only, we can be more and more strong. We will become strong. So it's life. We can see life is a full of happiness and pain. So we must not try to invite pain to us. I just want to say this. And so thank you for your patience to watch this presentation. Now, if you have any query related to it, you may ask me. I'm here.
I have a query.
Ask.
For example, if we had a person who is suffering from depression and he tried to speak to someone and share his problem, but yet he's not want to get out of that. He's just stuck to that point, and he, even if he listen, but he don't understand. Then what
Yes, sir.
should we do for that?
We should try another person. if a particular person doesn't understand you, make sure that not देखो सब तुमको नहीं समझने वाला है. You have to choose a person जो तुमको बहुत अच्छे से समझता हो.
No, actually someone is someone is suffering from depression and they want to interact with you, and you are giving positive attitude to them, but yet they are stuck to that topic. They are not want to come get out from that.
You are giving some positive intent,
Yes,
and
yes.
they are not. Okay.
Huh.
So you said, I think he must need some time. Actually, time also matters. Sometimes our mind don't want to listen or understand things. Also, by saying that I'm doing not the right thing, मतलब हम लोग को पता होता है कि ये गलत है, फिर भी हम लोग उसको ना देखना चाहते हैं, ना उसको हम लोग सुनना चाहते हैं. So, according to me, sometimes we need some time to overcome all the things. If
Yes,
he
I
doesn't
agree.
listen to you at that time, you. Okay, any more questions?
Hello. What if we doesn't have any friend who can comfort us?
Okay.
He's
Yes.
alone.
Yeah, this is to a big problem. Most of no, not most of. Some people are also like that, which don't have any friend to talk. So at that time, you should do is to what you like the most. Like if you are liking to watch movies or web series, you may watch at that time. Or if you are a gamer, then you may play your video games. That must change your mind. That must I think divert your mind from that depressed phase. So whenever there is no one to talk to you, you must go with your strength, what is in you, like what you want. Like if you want to play cricket, then go and play cricket. If you want to travel, then go and travel. It is necessary. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. More questions?
I have a question. Like, if anyone having a problem to dealing with his depression, so he can go to or consult to a doctor.
Yes. Of course.
So my question is, if he can consult to a doctor, but everyone don't want to, so how they can consult to a doctor? Like, no, every doctor is not the one who can help them to cover out of depression. So how can they consult to a doctor? Like,
actually, one more point I want to add here, Anush. Consulting to a doctor in India, we are actually in our society, we are not trying to let anyone know that we are going through a depressed phase, or we are going to an appointment to our mental illness or to a depressed phase, because
Yes,
if we get no to our society, they will judge us, they will
but my question is,
yes, I will come there, I'm just adding up one point in your question. I'm just adding my one point, then after I will give to your answer. So if we saw our mental illness to our, if we tell to society that I am depressed or anything, they will tell us this man has become mad, or he is totally out of control, or they will put rumors about you. So in India, this is a very big problem, due to which most people don't want to go to a psychiatrist to appoint a meeting for depression. Now your questions is, if what please can you repeat?
I want to say, like you are saying that he can talk to his friends, his cousin, his families. The way I am saying that if you tell someone, he will say that you are, like as you said, the society will say you are mad. So I'm saying that instead of that, you can talk to doctor. I want to say, what is your what is
Actually,
thought of it?
if you go to a doctor, then they all came to know that you are going for an appointment, and they will judge you through that. This is also a problem. But it is true that doctor can understand you more better than anyone else, because he can actually check your mental condition, that through which phase you are going through, and what you need there, if you need any type of medicine or what. Because due to depression, sometimes our health is mostly what we can say, our health get more damaged, so sometimes we need proper care at that time. So we must consult a doctor who can understand and give you a better choice.
Yes.
Is it clear?
Yeah.
I've just tried my best. So any more questions?
Yes, I have a question. Hello.
Ask. Ellie.
So Mayank, why do you think depression is a myth as well as a taboo in our society?
Why depression is a myth as well as it is in our society?
No, as well as it is a taboo in our society.
Taboo. What does it mean? Let me check.
Taboo means something which is bad, which people sees with a bad eye.
Okay. Yes. So why depression is a myth when it is bad to our society? Bad to our society, like this something. Bad for our society or bad to society?
Means people sees this with a bad, means in our Indian society, people don't accept that there is something which is called depression. Depression exists also.
Okay.
That people don't accept.
Actually, that people is foolish. Actually, they all are foolish. They don't understand us. What us, or most of the time they also are going through a depressed phase, but they don't. But they doesn't accept it that they are in a depression. They are giving it other name, and every people have their own opinion about it, and it's not necessary that every person must go in a depressed phase. So if you are more stronger, you will not go in a depressed phase. If you are who is going in depression? A person with a lots of expectation. If you don't expect things from other, you will not go to a depression. Like you can take example. You can see small peoples, poor peoples. They did not expect anything from our government, so they say, so they do not go to depression because they had accepted the reality that government won't do anything for us. They has already accepted it, so they do not go in depressed phase. It's just an example. You can, I'm just telling to understand you, make you understand. So is it clear? I've just tried little.
Yes, go on.
Okay.
Hello.
Any more? Hello.
Yes. So you said that people have left hope from the government. So don't you think that we as a young generation must do something for this?
Oh yes, obviously, ma'am. We are a young generation. Actually, I must say that we and actually, I and my friends are. Sound is coming. What sound is coming? Whose mic is on? Please turn off your mic if anyone's mic is on. Hello. As a young generation, ma'am, I and my friends are trying to do many things for the society. Like every week, in weekend, Sunday, we are providing meals to the poor people. So we are trying to bring a change and bring a hope in poor people too. That if government is not with them, then we are also not with them. So I have tried my best for it. If all the persons will think like that, and they will also try to provide foods, meals, and their clothes to poor people, then our society must be very nice. Is it okay, ma'am?
Yes. Okay.
Hello. Any more questions?
Okay, Mayank. Yeah, you have presented the topic very nicely. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
While giving introduction,
Yes, ma'am.
yes, while giving introduction, you have chosen a very common topic. We all are often go through depression, right? So your
Yes, ma'am.
audience will easily can get connected with your topic. So you should create such an ambience, like you can ask them such questions like, have you ever feel depressed? How did you feel
Okay, ma'am.
go through depression? And what are the ways do you think how to recover if we feel depressed? So get them connected with the topic, because you have chosen a very common topic. So just create such an ambience, and you have presented very nicely. Okay, while you are giving introduction, so you should ask them such kind of questions. Have you ever feel depressed? So if you ask these questions, you will get to know what are the thinkings of your audience, what they think regarding depression. So this is the thing. Okay, otherwise, and you can crack some jokes also in the middle of your presentation to relieve the tension. If your presentation is going on and on, they might feel monotonous, right? So you may crack some sometimes, okay, to relieve